Casey, we are live.
Yes.
We're live on the TikTok tonight.
It's another podcast night for us.
It is. It's a podcast night for Untrue Lies.
Got a little...
The only podcast where the lies are real and are probably true.
Yes. The best you'll find around.
I'm guessing. I'm guessing this might be I'm telling you, it's the best podcast in the area.
Yeah.
We were voted.
Within the Rich Valley.
We're number one podcast in the area.
Yes, I seen the tallies the other day.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I feel pretty good about it. So, how's your week been?
Okay. It's been okay.
You borrowed my truck yesterday for a little while.
I did, and what an experience.
Isn't it amazing being me for a day?
I know, lots of middle fingers and big women. Big women waving at me, you know?
Yeah. Any of them have beards?
Yeah, there was some stubble. There was some stubble.
Well, hey,
Big women, oh boy.
I have a bit of a pass. All right, just a bit of a pass.
That's all right. It was good, you know. It was
well, good. I had a similar experience, although
here we go.
My friend Casey let me use his car, his Toyota, while I was while he was using my truck, and I come out in the morning to go to work. I push the brake like he said, hit the button that says start, nothing. Push the brake, hit the button, nothing. Just keep saying ready on the dash. Brake, button, nothing. I don't know what's going on. It's like 10 minutes. I'm sitting in the driveway. I'm going to be late for work. I put it in reverse and it moves. It's one of those electric things. Makes no noise. Should at least go vroom vroom.
No, it's like the Conrail. It's like the Conrail. It's got the engine running in the background, and then the electric motors make the wheels spin. Yeah, sometimes it runs, sometimes it don't.
Oh.
But it's smooth. It's like driving butter. It was smooth. You admitted to me.
It was smooth.
It was
a smooth ride. Quiet.
Very quiet.
I don't know. It's like those electric Harleys that they were trying to sell.
Oh, no.
Nobody would buy one of those.
Well, no, that's different.
They'd have to put a big speaker on the back that went brum, brum, brum.
Yeah, I know.
Come on. So, drinks, Casey?
I think it's time.
All right. We'll fill up here. I'm ready. I'd like to get into some of the news that's been going on.
Can I just say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I think it's going to be interesting for our listener and for the live. So, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds from now, you're going to see that blue car across the street pull out of the driveway.
Or it might be a walker today.
Oh,
it's a nice day.
Striker, but
The
7 o'clock on the
7 p.m.
She's
movement.
going to come out of that door, either get in her car or she's going to walk up the road. And
For Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
The wheel.
And cigarettes.
The wheel.
Can't miss the wheel.
No, every night.
Yep.
Wheel of Fortune and
Cigarettes
Jeopardy.
and beer.
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Cigarettes, beer, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy.
That's a Thursday night in Rich Valley, right?
That's a weeknight.
That's a weeknight in Rich
It's a good
Valley.
weeknight.
We're not incorporated yet, but the paperwork's submitted.
Yes. So what did I told you last night to try and get a news story that you'd like to talk about.
Okay. All right.
and
I have
you?
one. I do. I'm sure everybody knows by now, but I regret to inform everybody the Pope has passed away. But I am confident, the second part of that whoever they pick will be infallible.
That's your news.
That's my news. Am I wrong? Am I going to be wrong? I bet you I'm not wrong on that. Whoever they pick is going to be perfect.
I don't know.
I have a theory.
We're waiting for the white smoke.
I remember the last one. It was awesome. Like, I remember the white
It was too
black
quick.
Smoke, black smoke.
It was too quick. I was when John Paul.
Yeah.
I sat with my grandmother for the John Paul smoke, and we waited a long time.
Yeah.
And in my lifetime, the best pope we had was John Paul.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
This new one was too.
Well,
John Paul died while still the Pope. He died.
They all die as the Pope.
Well, one
No.
before Ratzenberger or whatever his name was.
Well, yeah, but
yeah.
Normally they die as the Pope.
I have a theory.
Okay, what's your theory
about this death of the Pope?
Oh.
You know what happened the day before?
Oh no, here we are.
Easter.
Yes.
Pretty cool. It's a weird coincidence there.
Else.
Yep. On Easter.
And
you know,
and
imagine
imagine
if he would have died on Easter, he would have been the greatest Pope of all time.
Maybe you die on the day of the risen. Of the risen Lord.
Yeah, they might be covering that up.
They might have just maybe not even.
But
well,
on
Easter, Vance was just down there and did something to him.
Speaking of that, that's my theory is that J.D. Vance killed the Pope.
I mean, the guy didn't even wear a suit.
He did like a yellow shirt.
Yeah.
Well,
what are you doing?
Yellow.
It was just
look like an Easter.
Well, no, the Pope. You're the Pope. You should wear a suit. Come on.
What are we doing on our live? Are you paying any attention to our live? No, you're not. We get any comments or anything?
Here we are. No.
Anyone in our live audience
All right.
on the TikTok live, see what's going on out there.
No, we're still here. There are a couple people on there. I don't know who they are.
Well, that's fine. I like newcomers, but let us know where you're at. If you got a question, go ahead, ask your question. But I have some real news. You know, everybody.
What? Whoa! The Pope wasn't real news. I don't know.
Everybody knows that.
Well, holy cow! I'm not Chris Hansen here. I don't go out scraping for it.
And I'm a little upset that you used that guy. I am. I'm a little upset that you used that guy.
Katie Curry.
Chris Hansen is to catch a predator.
Yeah, I ain't out there catching predators. I ain't trying to collect them all.
Well, you should have. You had one right across from your house.
Steven.
Hey, the truth. This is the truth.
Steven.
It is. Anyhow, in the news. So, Katy Perry has declared herself the Pope.
Yes, I shared that today.
Yeah, she read the Bible for 11 minutes, and now she can say she's the Pope.
Yep.
Just like the 11-minute trip around Cape Canaveral made them astronauts.
Yeah.
Still ticked about that.
Yeah.
And they're all they've taken offense to this too. Like they really thought they were astronauts.
I mean, like
they did nothing except for go for a ride.
That's all they did. Carnival ride.
Right.
Very expensive carnival ride.
So, you know who did the exact same thing years ago?
I'm waiting. I don't know.
A monkey.
Yeah, I was gonna say a monkey. I bet it was a monkey. Yep, or a dog.
Yeah,
the Russians put it.
The Russians did 2 dogs.
Yeah,
but we did a monkey.
I feel like a dog would have been better. I can relate to a dog better. I've never met a monkey.
I've never met a monkey I didn't like.
Right. Wow. I never met one, period. But I met lots of dogs I like.
Well, there you go. I don't know.
Didn't know what to do with that, did you?
No.
All right.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
A little off my game today.
You're on one.
I'm on one.
You are on
one.
You're on one a little bit.
I am. I'm on
one. Probably this news that you're going to share. It's probably got you revved up.
Well, my hearing aid ain't working right.
Holy smokes!
I got the age,
I heard over 50's hard.
Over 50's is real hard. I'm on the downhill side of 50.
Ooh.
I'm on the uphill side of 60.
Yeah.
It's bad. Shit starts to go wrong. You get the ED.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it adjusted?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, I wanted to talk about something very interesting. So I unlike Casey, actually go out and do some pounding the pavement. I'm like an old gumshoe. I'm out there pounding the pavement, trying to get the local, trying to get the scoop. There it goes, right there, 7 o'clock.
Right. The walker.
There it goes, 7 o'clock.
Oh, there goes.
On the dot.
Guard dog.
Oh, she's good. She stayed.
So, and the dog's gonna follow her.
Nope, she's staying.
gonna ruin. Now I lost my concentration.
Okay.
Peggy screwed it up.
What were we talking about? What were we talking
Oh,
about?
so I found this fella in my research, and he asked that I don't use his name, and I understand why. He's about 70. He's in his late 70s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nice fella. Worked as an engineer at the Pentagon.
See, I automatically want to meet him.
I wish I could do that, but I'll see what I can do.
Okay, no problem.
So, what most people don't know is during the start of the Cold War, do you know what year that was?
78.
1962.
Really? That long? Wow.
Yeah, it was John F. Kennedy. Okay?
Really? I gotta read that.
So, because he was doing things outside the norm of a president, he was looking for a way. All he wanted to do was get a hot dog without putting his pants on. Just wanted to have a hot dog
and Maryland,
and probably Maryland.
It's just those are the two things he wanted to do.
But so there was tunnels built, and this guy was the engineer on these tunnels that were built underneath Washington, D.C., underneath the Capitol, that went to the hot dog shop. Was the first place that the tunnels went.
Really?
This is all. It's all about snacks.
A hot dog.
It's a snack tunnel. That's all it's for. Is for them to get snacks.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's all it was. It's not like it's like a Subway. But I'll get into that later. But it's not like you ride on it. It's not that you get on it and ride. It just brings you snacks.
So it's sort of like the Coke button.
Yes. So, and this has gone on for decades. All the presidents have used it and have added spots.
Different stops.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. So, Bush had it. So, Reagan, it went out to, there was a little candy store that it would go to and pick them up Jelly Bellies. He was a big jelly bean guy. And that's how he got his jelly beans, was through that tunnel. And then, Bush had it. He'd get NA. They bring him NA beer.
Oh, that's a waste.
That's
a waste of a good
tunnel. It's a waste of a good thing. And then Obama was a Chipotle guy.
Oh, okay.
Big time Chipotle guy.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Biden was ice cream. Two scoops vanilla.
It was one be melted by the time it got back.
Yeah. That's and this is it's gone on for decades. Trump's first term, he had KFC.
Oh.
He would have KFC delivered it, and then he added the Coke button in his first term, the Diet Coke button.
Yeah.
And it's back. So he hits that button, activates the Subway.
You think
it does?
Do you think? I mean, but I feel like they probably have Coke in a fridge. They probably can figure that out. But KFC or Chipotle, that's cool.
That's what this whole thing is. And then, of course, at some point, mid 70s, the CIA starts getting involved with this.
Here we go.
And then
turn into drugs.
It became no drugs have come through there.
Okay.
But Subway, the restaurant, that's why it's called Subway. It has nothing to do with a sub.
Oh, stop.
It's because of the Washington Subway. No, and you go in and like a $5 foot long.
Yeah.
That meant something. That was a secret code for something. And you up until 2015, you could get in and you would tell them, you'd say, "Hey, let me in, Jared." That was the code.
Oh my God.
And you could go out back and you would get into the tunnel. Once 2015 hit, Jared was kind of like, they took that out.
This podcast off the rails. Oh, I was off the rails. But they're not even a foot long, Steven.
There's a $5 foot long.
Yeah, they're not even a foot long.
I know. That's why it is not. That's not what it means.
See, then the rest of us didn't catch up, right? They just started, well, you know.
Right. That's
Jared was involved.
Jared was involved.
We all know his crimes.
Well, exactly.
Miss Hansen.
Exactly. Do you think Jared might have been framed because of knowing too much?
If the CIA is involved, maybe. Not a fan.
Okay.
Not a fan, right? That's why all of our kids ask worth. No.
It's worth asking the question.
Yes, it's worth the question. You're right, Chris.
Yes. Anybody out there not believe this? Anybody have any questions about this?
It wasn't the worst story I heard all week.
Well, I'm getting this from the guy that designed
From the guy engineer. That's true. You have a couple
So
sources.
Clinton went with Cinnabon, but there was a Cinnabon disaster in one of those vacuum tubes.
That didn't vacuum well.
No, there was a huge frosting disaster.
Yeah.
That screwed the whole system up because he was constantly Cinnabon.
Right, it could just clogged it up. The viscosity of the
breakdown.
Then we'll break the viscosity of the icing. Yes, absolutely. As an engineer, I can relate. That'd be very challenging.
This is what he told me.
For the greatest suction system that could deal with the Cinnabon brand. Yes, absolutely.
Clinton ruined that.
Oh my God! See, NAFTA.
See, and it all comes up in the room.
NAFTA and Cinnabon. It's
so right now they have Trump uses it. It's his merch room, right off the Oval Office.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah.
So that's his merch room.
Okay.
The access to this is in the merch room. When Clinton was in office,
next
that
to
was
sneakers.
the
next to the sneakers.
That was the BJ room.
Yeah, I was waiting for Monica. Monica's got to play in somehow.
And Trump says, "Oh, we're going into the Monica room."
Yeah, that's what he said.
But he calls it the merch room because that's where he keeps all his hats and T-shirts and
shoes, gold sneakers. I want me a set of. I know one of our guys has some gold sneakers, and I think it's gold. Not
it's all right.
Well, I mean,
it's a pair of sneakers.
You come out with a pair of cowboy boots, Trump. I'm on it.
There we go. Challenge, Big Daddy Trump.
Gold cowboy boots. I'm all over
gold
that.
Cowboy boots. So how are you coping with the story that I told?
I don't know. I like it. It's got me thinking.
It's all plausible.
It is absolutely plausible. I'd love to meet this engineer, though. I'd love to.
He actually lives just outside of Arlington, Virginia. Right now. So I might be able to get you hooked up with this guy at some point. Yeah. Like I said, great man. He was a Korean War veteran, I believe.
Wow. Yeah, those
and that's how he got. And then he got the job at the Pentagon because evidently he had done some really cool stuff during the Korean conflict or whatever they're calling it out there.
Well, the Korean War was. Them guys are getting. Respect. They're getting pretty old, though.
They're getting old. They're getting up there.
The Vietnam guys enough, but Koreans was a while ago.
Yeah. A lot of them married Korean girls.
Yeah.
You know any Korean girls?
No, not really.
No? They make good sneakers in Korea.
No, Steven.
They do.
Steven.
Just saying, you can get them cheap.
Well, I wish we could make them in America, you know?
Well, I got them cheap. And soju. Good soju. Ever had soju?
I tell you what I did have. I think, I don't know if it was Korean, though. No, it was some vodka with a snake in it. No, that was sake. Had a pit viper in it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yep. Interesting. Where'd you have that at?
My buddy was in the Navy. He brought it back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like soju. That's Korean.
That's Korean?
Yeah. Everybody needs to have a soju experience. You drink it, and then you can have that experience.
Maybe someday we could have some soju.
I have some soju. I have some soju in at the bar.
Pour it up.
It's in there in a green bottle.
So you know your buddy Casey will
We'll try some soju.
He'll kill that bottle is the problem.
I know, and then you have a soju experience. See, here's the thing.
Soju messed up is what it is.
The first time I drank it, a buddy of mine come back from Korea, and he had a bottle. It looked like one of them big Avion water bottles.
Avion.
You know, the big water bottles. It was full of soju.
One of them Stanleys there.
And we sat down and drank that
Japanese.
whole bottle.
I know. I know.
Yep. I'm Korean. I think soju is Korean.
They're all the same.
That's
soju's Korean. That's what I'm saying.
Russians are not the same, though. They're on the same continent. Just saying.
Well, anyhow, I had my soju experience. I thought I was Batman, and I thought Batman could fly.
Oh, I heard this one. Yeah,
I jumped out the second-story window. And I'm Batman. Didn't work out so well. Welcome, TikTok livers, all the good people on the TikToks.
They're out there.
They're out there.
You out there.
New little setup today. You know, you got the beautiful Pennsylvania mountains behind us.
Yep.
It's amazing.
It is.
It's an amazing day. We don't get too many of these. You know, and then there's always got to be some jag.
Some guy on a motorcycle, you know?
Yeah, some jag that's got to go by on a freaking motorcycle.
Guy is ridiculous.
Freaking biker trash.
Biker trash.
Yeah.
Proud member.
Proud member. So so your thoughts on I think we're going to have the first black pope.
Oh, that may happen.
I seen that there is a black guy in the running. Cardinal, name doesn't come to mind now. But yeah, there's a good possibility. I like when the Pope's Polish.
Yeah.
Because that joke always is.
That joke that makes you
is the Pope Polish? You know, that was a good joke back in the day. I like to bring it back.
The Pope. I think one thing we should drink every time there's black smoke though.
That's like, it's not every hour or anything like that.
I know it's 3 times, but we do a shot. We do a shot for every
puff of black smoke.
Every puff of black smoke, do a shot. There might be 3.
Like a piece of old tire in there.
Yeah, I do. I think it's like, all right,
okay. Throw your ballots in, and here's a chunk of 4-ply tire.
Hey, Giuseppe, this one's black, huh? Throw a chunk of tire in there. Is it white yet? Doesn't do the ether. I don't know. I think it's white. Ether? Like, what do you think?
I don't know.
Why would you get white?
Oh, no. What if they had a chimney fire?
Right. Well, then one year they screwed up. They had white and black again.
Oh, because
remember?
And that's when Benedict got in there.
Yeah, I don't know which one that was.
And what happened was, you know, I wasn't a big fan of this Pope because he was way too progressive.
Stephen, unfallible.
I don't know what that means.
It means they're perfect.
No, they're not.
Chosen by God.
No, they're not. They're chosen by cardinals.
Well, they're unfallible. I'm telling you, you're treading on thin.
They're really going to let a bird choose a pope.
I'll tell you what.
You're heading towards excommunication. I'm telling you.
Already excommunicated. I'll tell you what. There was one true pope and only one true pope that was chosen by God. And that was the first one.
Jesus, but yeah.
No.
Okay.
Who was the first pope?
Peter.
Yes. It's the only pope
that
has ever been chosen by God.
Yep.
The rest of them voted in.
That 12-year-old was a disaster.
Yeah.
Hope we don't have one of them.
How can you do that?
Well, see, they're getting smarter, right? They get the old ones.
It's the same thing. They're elected.
They get 8 years out of them and 8 years, just like a president.
They're basically the president of the Vatican.
Yeah, they get 8 years, 2 terms out.
Yep. And then you get somebody in there that wants to change everything. Every new pope wants to change everything.
Waiting for Vatican III.
They change things around.
Yep.
How can you change?
Well, there's a lot of issues to talk about, right?
How can you change what was passed to you by Jesus? I'm not going to get into this because
it would be way
I'm gonna get fired up, and I'm already on one.
But there's just like anything. There's
and he's over there biting his tongue.
I know he's having a hard time with it. Infallible though, he'll be perfect. Whoever they choose will be
I like
perfect.
Casey's stance here. Just keep saying infallible.
That is the Catholic stance. Whoever it is will be infallible.
Well, I think it needs to go back to the old ways.
I think that is the old ways.
I think it should be all of the Catholic stuff should go back to.
Well, the church ruled the world back in the day. I don't know how that transition happened, right? Like
Latin masses and
well, I don't know about that.
ringing the bells the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, I was thinking more like the Pope came over and blessed whoever was going to rule that country.
Dominus Cubiscus Unus, I ride the bus. We all ride the bus.
Yeah.
That was the old.
I'm telling you though, like the whole at one time the Catholic Church ruled everything, right?
Yeah.
They blessed who ruled that country until Napoleon came along, and that didn't go well, right?
Right. But if you go to the Vatican every day, the Pope comes out and he.
Is it every day?
Yeah, he comes out and he goes, "Oh, all you Dagos, get off the grass." And he does.
That is awesome.
I've literally heard this joke since I was
that's what he does.
I've heard
All you Dagos, get off the grass.
Giuseppe, get off the grass.
Hey, do something.
Because they're all down there messing up the yard.
I know, and the Dagos like their yard, they got a thing for, they do the California sweep, right? Come out and hose their driveway down. I out here every now and then.
in the right robe too.
You see me doing it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I keep a nice yard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My first mowing.
The mayor said you're cutting it a little too short, so you need to raise the mower blade a little bit. But
He did. I was given proper instructions on mowing. The mayor come over and said that I've been a little low on my mower setting. I'm cutting her a little too low. So you got to jack her up another half inch.
I can't remember. There is a ratio of height to what you cut, and is it 1/3? Like it should be like you should cut 1/3 of the height of the grass is what it is. I think.
Well, if you only cut 1/3 of the height of your grass, you're still cutting 12 inches.
Wow. Oh yeah, I know. Hey, come on, I did pretty good this year.
You did. You've got one mow in.
Hey, me and you were neck and neck.
We were. I had a mow in last week though.
I mean, granted, like.
I thought I saw a nice line in the yard last week. It was just a real nice.
So this second cut.
Shaving.
The second cut. Now wait a minute. I did some of the higher grass when I put my deck on. My big deck.
You got a big deck.
I do have a big deck.
Yeah. If you have a big deck.
Yeah.
And
it don't take as long.
Well, and you plant little shrubs. You always keep your shrubs trimmed around your deck. It makes your deck look bigger.
Makes your deck look bigger, yeah. It doesn't take, but I say it doesn't take as long with a
It's like a tree out in the middle of it. Yeah. You see a tree with a bunch of little trees around it, it doesn't look very big. Right. You see a tree out in a nice field clear, it looks like a really big tree.
You are right. You are right.
So keep the bushes trimmed around your deck.
Yeah, I like big decks, and I cannot lie.
There you go. You just mindset. Yeah.
That was
yeah.
All right.
Yep, you're stepping into a realm. Casey,
I don't want to be.
I think we might have just opened up a lot more questions.
Yeah. Look at all the people we just gained. Right? Whole new audience there. This kid likes big decks. Holy cow.
All right, so I've put it off long enough.
Oh, wait, we have a comment.
Okay.
XRP Tool.
Oh, hey, he's back. He's from yesterday. Do you want to know if we have land?
He said you own land.
I own land.
Well, I got some.
Yeah.
That's all he wants to know. Do you own land?
You know what? Not today, Ice.
Land.
Yeah.
Not today.
Off, Ice.
There's land owned here, and yes, no, we are not Hispanic, and we are legal. So don't try to kick us off.
Yeah. My land.
Well, we do have someone. We do have one family member we're not sure about. They might be Hispanic. We don't know where she came from, but
yeah, we got one of those.
If you want to take her back, you can take her.
All right. So there was on our last podcast a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm okay. Whatever. Have your time.
There was. I'm not saying anything other than there was a cliffhanger. We left it open because there was a tie on the leak judging.
Right. Yeah,
I'm going to insert the clip here.
Friday.
And yeah, it'll be like in this area somewhere. Yeah, and you will see that the mayor chose his favorite dip. Now, I will give you some of his comments. The white dip he thought was good. However, it was too meaty. Not enough leaky, too meaty. There's a lot of smoke in it, he said. There's like smoked meats. And that's the only thing that he just really wasn't a fan of, the smoked meat. But he chose the orange one, which I was surprised. But he did choose the orange one. I thought for sure you were in the running when if you look at his face.
I was very
You look at his
very
face.
surprised. I presented it, and I was like, oh shit, this might be.
Yeah,
this might be.
This
might be a really bad.
If he would have known which one was mine, he would have chose yours.
Yeah,
I know, he does.
Yeah,
it's true. That might be true.
I thought our Easter was.
Yeah, if he would have known which one was mine, he definitely wouldn't have chosen.
It's fine. I'm gonna be a man about it. It's fine.
Well, it's your first attempt
At
using somebody's recipe.
That's a.
File it on.
Everybody uses somebody else's recipe.
Oh, I make my own.
Of course you did.
Use it, and you like.
You like
He definitely did the first time he made it, and then over the last, however many 30, 50 years, he started making more.
There's geese flying over.
Are they geese? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
It's a beautiful country we live in.
Casey, next year you'll have
That's
another.
fine. I'm gonna
You'll have another. Next year you're gonna do your take all those notes. You're gonna make less meats
chunks
and more leaky, and you're gonna add something else to it.
Chunks, but yeah, all right. We'll make improvements next year.
Holy shit! It's dive bombing us.
Got hit with a turd. I think. I don't know. Or
yeah, it's a dip, not a meal.
I wish I liked meat dips because I wish I could have been a judge.
I feel like Big Pen out here. I got freaking ant gnats flying. These dog pecker fleas. They're all around.
No-see-ums.
What?
Little no-see-ums.
Yeah.
And ones you can't see and they bite you and you don't even know.
That's what it is. You got a ladybug right on you there.
That's nasty.
Hate them ladybugs, I tell you.
Ladybugs. How about some bug juice?
Might have to DET this stuff.
Here comes some bug juice coming at you, Casey.
Oh, there it is. Hold up.
It came in on the underground subway.
There it is.
Up through the vacuum tube.
Can't see it on camera.
See that? There you go. They don't bother me. I got that sweet, sweet smell of success.
Yeah, from there we go.
Yep.
Comes the bragging right.
I'm just saying.
So, I just want to say, Casey replied to XRP Tool, who said you own land, and Casey just said no.
No, I'm homeless. Please leave me alone.
You can't do that.
Casey got himself about 40 acres up on the back field there.
I have a perfect 1 square acre is what I got.
I don't think it's square.
Yeah, it apparently is. I don't have
1 square acre. You are a land baron.
Yeah, oh yeah. Watch out. I got enough to build on if I want, and if I don't, I don't.
What are you gonna build?
Build a garage someday. I do have plans. I just lack the funds, Stephen.
You want to talk about lacking funds?
Yeah, I know. Better lack another.
We're so poor.
Yeah.
That we eat popcorn for breakfast, drink water for lunch, and then just kind of swell up for dinner.
I'm sure there's some little Jimmy Dickens jokes that we can insert here. I don't have them off the
Little
top of my
Jimmy
head.
Dickens.
Come on, you remember
I
little
remember
Jimmy
little
Dickens.
Jimmy Dickens.
He had a lot of poor jokes. Something about
Oh yeah.
Cyril. He has one about
Yeah.
Cyril. I can't remember what it is.
Cyril. Who's Cyril?
Cereal. Breakfast cereal.
Oh, cereal.
Yeah, it's
Cyril. Cyril, that's the guy that lived down the road.
It was
Cyril Hawkins.
Cyril Hawkins. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Cereal.
here
Do you
we
eat
are.
cereal?
No, not typically.
No.
I'm an egg guy.
You are an egg guy.
I love eggs.
I know you love eggs.
You can tell when I have some eggs.
Yeah, I had a couple of soft-boiled eggs today for my lunch.
Would you like to hear my I have an egg story about wait. I thought you were fine. I thought you were sweet as pie over there.
I was until that dog come near me.
You look like Pigpen too.
That dog come near me now. I got that stuff in my eye all up in my squirt.
Oh, you got your squirt out tonight.
Yeah. I've had a bad day, Casey.
I can tell you're on one. I can tell.
On one. I was on one earlier.
I told you come back from Panama. Just
I had a real rough day.
It's all right. You're allowed to have those every now and then.
I had the shakes. Bad.
You try to get our live going. You're having a hard time with that.
I say that stupid circle.
Can everybody see that?
I have no. Yeah, it's so that I have. So
Weird.
it's supposed to be the other screen. It's like if you want to have like a little thing from the backside.
If I would join or what?
No, it's the front and rear camera on the phone. That's and I hit it, and now I can't get rid of it. I don't know how. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Oh, it's weird. Yeah, it's fine. Growing pains, that's all.
Well, that's fine. What are you doing there? I am just happy to be sitting outside a little bit.
This is nice. I can remember doing this podcast and it being about 15 below.
Yeah.
And having it was so bad that I texted you that I made it home.
Yeah.
And
it was actually 2 below.
2 below.
That's in Mississippi.
2 below Mississippi, yep.
Yeah.
Yes. I do remember though, like sitting right there and just thinking how cold it was and throwing the wood on the fire and here we are.
Yeah.
Outside. God bless us.
Chili today, hot tamale.
That's right. Right. Thank God it's coming around though.
It is. It's awesome. What I can, this is season 2, episode 15.
How we're up to? We've done this
episode 15.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Time just flies by.
It does.
It really does.
The evolution of this whole thing is getting very interesting.
Yeah, we need to leave the roost.
We do. We need to leave the roost. However, we still need to have our Thursday.
But you had a really good interview idea, and I hope we do it. That's all I'll say. I don't want to give it away, but you had a really good interview. I love to do that.
I have some interview ideas. When we set up the new setup, that's why we're out here. We're just moving stuff. We just move stuff outside while they're working inside.
That's right.
Getting things straightened around.
Yeah.
We kind of got kicked out of our space while the construction crew's in there working on it.
They're mean. I tell you, the warden puts us in our place.
She does, and when it's on her dime. She's the breadwinner of the family.
Yeah.
Or the bread baker, I should say.
Something. Yeah.
She can take bread, slice that up into 2 slices, and make me a damn good sandwich.
I haven't seen her lately.
She was out. She was out earlier.
Yeah, she was out.
She's doing the dishes.
That's
like she should.
I just got a couple of comments off air comments.
Oh yeah.
Suggestions for our Out of the Roost podcast.
Okay.
Maybe we do a camp podcast.
Camp podcast.
Yeah.
Live from camp.
Yeah, or we we bring the mics and we do a professional one from camp. Sitting around the table at camp and we
I think the internet tubes go up there.
Oh, I got the high speed.
Oh yeah, we got
Tubes
good,
are up
we got
there.
Oh
good
yeah, I got the
stuff.
high speed internet. We don't have running water or shitter, but we got high speed internet.
I know we got a good enough place to eat deer sauce.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We could
gotta
do
go
that.
up. We gotta go sweep the ladybugs up though.
Yep.
Oh, that's fine.
Mayor said that he went up there to sweep up the ladybugs, and someone stopped, and
He never got around
he
to
drank
it.
6 beers, and then he went home.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get the yard
Sounds
mowed,
like
too.
the mayor, I'll tell you.
Yep. Once the beer gets
But
involved, that's it.
another
Everything stops.
They have some
Another
intention.
suggestion would be, an episode where, you guys are sitting around the fire and having some whiskey drinks, and talking,
Campfire
talk.
The thing is, I can drink.
Maybe have a
whiskey,
little
but
bit
it's
maybe have somebody play play a tune or something.
Yeah, campfire talks with a little.
Would you like
tune.
me to play a tune?
Yep. Those came from the live
Well, here
audience.
it comes. There it comes.
Okay.
Would you like Casey to play a tune?
What in the?
Oh my.
Oh, look at me!
Oh my, a little fart can go by. Yep.
Jeez.
Diesel man.
Vroom vroom. Look, it's got a big spoiler on the back. It goes really fast.
Was that a car? That was a car.
Yeah, it was a car. Why would you do that to your car?
dumb.
Especially when it's like a souped up escort.
I'm trying to enjoy my ride to work, not
Yeah,
death by it.
I know. I'm already deep.
Yeah. Indeed.
I have a suggestion.
Oh,
for myself.
I have a
A
suggestion.
live out.
Crossing your legs like that, you're gonna squish your nuts.
I ain't squishing mine. Not my nuts. Can't
Somebody
squish
else's
mine.
nuts?
They're just little.
That's a weird
It's little.
situation there. I couldn't cross my legs like that if I tried.
I got to do it.
Half the time, I'm getting so old to sit right on them.
Gravity does play a part.
It does.
How about
Anyway,
how about one where you take the GoPro out,
okay.
you take the stick out,
I wanted
Oh.
to do this.
You want to do a snake hunting?
and we go up in Bobby's Run or wherever we want to go, or Fredwoods, and we
Snake hunting.
we show we do a little snake.
Show them how the Baptists used to do it.
You're
Show
not
'em
hunting-
the
you're
real-
not-
show 'em the
you're
real
not
legend.
actually- You're not actually hunting the snake. You hunt the snake, but you don't kill the
You
snake.
gather.
No,
You
gather.
We're just going and gathering
No,
snakes.
we
We're
don't
not
kill
killing
them.
them.
We don't kill them.
I don't kill them. I don't
No.
think that's. I
No,
don't think
you
that's-
totally
There's
kill.
nothing up there.
I'll tell you what.
Unless they're in your driveway, you don't kill.
There was one that come
Absolutely.
through my backyard after my dog here a couple years ago, but I was able to relocate it.
I'm a fan of the relocation and
Yeah, I relocated its head one way and its body the other way. I had enough.
Well, do you remember the time there was one at
That's a Daryl Hockenberry joke, by the way.
in our old homestead?
Oh, we have
One-
the other homestead. I
That
got
was
that one.
that was weird. That was a weird spot for him.
That one was right by my swimming pool out here, and I just got the puppy. Ivy was just a puppy. We just had her for one day, and that snake was 6 inches from her front of her nose. Luckily, I got the snake before it got my puppy that I just put quite a bit of money into. So, came into my territory. You come into my territory, and this goes for anybody, not just snakes. Consider yourself warned. I don't come into your territory and start causing trouble. Don't come into mine. Enough said.
Enough said.
F
All
them
right.
snakes.
Now we're gonna have all the. Now we're gonna have.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot
Peter's
of
gonna be jumping up my
Ah,
ass.
Yeah.
Again. Last time I got attacked by PETA is when I did a trapping video.
You know what I just saw from PETA that just crossed the line for me, and I this is coming from me. I'm not a part of this podcast. I'm just behind the desk here, but I hate PETA. They just posted something on Facebook. It said it was on the first day of fishing season. It said something about the fish's feelings and how the fish can feel you hooking it in its lip and bringing it out,
Good.
and how it's life threatening to bring it out of the water for a few seconds and
All
take
right.
a picture
Well,
with it.
You know what?
That's and fish are like they
It's
have
a
a
fish.
12 they have 11-second memory or 12-second memory. It's the whole thing you say.
Yeah.
I say this when I play golf. If I hit a shitty shot,
Yeah.
the next time I say be a goldfish. They have 12-second memories.
Yeah.
These fish don't know what they're doing after they
No.
get thrown back in the water. And
So-
nor do they care that you put a little hook
I
in
just
them.
trying to make them feel like Katy Perry.
They literally made it feel like
Astronaut, I'm out in the
fish.
water.
This
Yeah.
fish had feelings and it was talking. Like, ow, that hurts. They put like a little bubble over it. I was like,
Okay,
that
well
is-
that's just wrong.
come on.
Do you remember when I had the my business up there at the other place, Boarding House Outfitters?
Yes.
So I had merch for that
Fur.
too.
You had an outfit?
I had an outfitter. You
It was
know,
a
we
fur. It was
we
a
did
fur
guided
outfitter.
guided trapping and that kind of stuff.
I get it.
And I had shirts made. And they were Boarding House Outfitter shirts, and on the back it said PETA, people eat tasty animals.
It's true.
Okay.
I'd like to find one of those shirts. Grandpa, I think
He might have one.
I think
over
Grandpa, I
there.
think the mayor might have one.
There was very limited. I was too small there. I don't think I even got one.
Yeah,
I wasn't allowed. I probably wasn't allowed to wear it.
the old Boarding House Outfitter merch.
I never remember that.
That was before your time. You were probably still in high school.
Could have been. Give me a year.
99.
Holy cow! Yeah, I think I was a freshman or something.
Wow. Yep, I was in the business way back then. I was doing videos. Yep, with the old camcorder.
Is that how long this has been going on?
Yeah, I was doing videos on trapping and how to let like animals go.
And PETA got involved.
Oh, they got mad at me.
Well, 99. Well, no, I feel like 99 was more like the hunting videos because
We
didn't live up there for when the
we
trapping.
did crow hunting videos.
Look, here's the deal.
Because I would have been. We moved up to boarding house when I was in 4th grade, so that would have been 2002.
Okay, there you go. 2002.
So
I
yeah,
remember the first
hunting
year.
videos were
If
like
you remember
mid to late 90s. Those were with Azato and those guys.
Yeah. See.
Yep.
I have myself a little mint here, a little tasty.
Oh, time for a plug.
I have a little. Oh, spitting up my spittoon over there.
Yeah, it's filled with cigarette butts.
I got
What,
this
is it
wrong.
on?
No, I mean I got this.
I had it
wrong,
on.
too. I thought it was facing the wrong way, but this was for a
Oh yeah, I didn't want anybody pulling in behind us and honking the horn and acting like a
People
jag.
are looking.
a jack.
People are looking. I'm watching as I go by.
Oh yeah, they're
heads
like,
are
what's
turning.
going on?
Heads are turning.
yeah. People know. Like I said, this is the #1 podcast in the area.
In the Rich Valley.
Voted.
Yes. Yep.
You can't beat it. It's like
Couldn't beat it with a stick.
no, you
That's
couldn't.
right. That's right.
Speaking of sticks,
Yeah.
I saw. Who did I see? Somebody showed it to me. Somebody with a stick playing freaking Harry Potter. Who was it?
Oh God, I don't know what this is.
It wasn't me. I'm not a Harry Potter guy.
Is this a local thing?
Oh, yeah, it was. It was on the Facebook or something.
Facebooks or
Somebody showed me a
TikToks?
picture of somebody with a stick, and they were trying to say
Was it a crackhead?
no.
Oh.
They were. It was Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
I mean, who?
Bobby Carl. Jacob's sister.
Yeah. Jacob's brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jacob's twin sister, Bobby Carl.
The better looking brother.
Yeah, the good-looking
The
brother.
good looking brother.
Yeah. He was doing some like
The
Wizards
posh
Waverly Place or something.
You get some hate for that.
I don't know. What the, and
He's
how
a-
many
he's
times do I have
a
to
posh
say, stop with the freaking Harry Potter crap?
I didn't see that.
You know, there's people that play Quidditch.
I mean, there's all sorts of people that make the world go round, but
Well, and
it's
I don't
not my
like them.
gig, but
Hey, can I just want to stop real quick. We're up to 11 viewers.
Well, good.
Just want to say that on for the
Cheers. They're
TikTok.
on the TikToks.
For the live.
TikTok Live.
All right. Hey,
Hey,
we got do we have a question?
don't forget to let us know where you hail from.
Oh, we got Aubrey. Who's
Aubrey?
Aubrey? Oh, okay. So we got Aubrey in here. Allie Gribble. Oh, shout out to Allie Gribble.
Hey, Allie.
Our number one fan. Number one, she's
glad she's still talking to us after that last episode.
Allie's our number one fan.
She actually, it's funny because if you look on here, Allie's got a badge. It says right next to it, it's a red badge. It says number one.
It says what?
It says it's a red badge next to her name, and it says number one. As
she's the number one gifter on this one.
Yes, she is.
All right.
And she also said, Casey, whatever you said earlier was hilarious. So,
sure,
good for you,
Casey's the
buddy.
funny one.
And Aubrey said,
I can make leek dip though.
Certified top podcast in the area, 14 years running, is what Allie Gribble said.
14 years running. Top podcast in the area.
Feels like 14 years.
She said, celery water and sadness is my new favorite quote from anything.
Celery water and sadness.
What's that?
That was from when I was in the cult.
Yeah,
And then so I had the celery water and sadness, and then they made me drink that packet of that juice that I drank, and that's when I passed out and woke up with a hemp robe and somebody trying to braid my butt hairs. Some hippie dude.
I still say you were over there hanging out with the rainbow people.
No, this was a driftwood. I told you.
Driftwood, yeah, okay. That did happen in Driftwood.
It did. It was right on the line.
It might have been Wilcox. I don't
No, it was driftwood. It was right on that.
Sealess.
It was right on that Cinemahoning. Right on that Cinemahoning driftwood line.
Three people there.
It was back in the jing bushes there.
The jing bushes.
Yeah, right on that Cinemahoning driftwood line.
Oh, stop. It was not down.
Yeah.
That's your homestead, by the way. I know where it's at.
My homestead. No, it's Cinemahoning driftwood line.
We're about 20 miles
Not
further.
down on the county line.
The county line.
County line, that's family property down there. It was at one time.
That was the state shed.
No, it was before the state shed.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a garden out there. My old Uncle Tim, great fella.
Your uncle ran.
Tim Van Gilder. He would go out and plow. He'd go out and plow the garden up, and you could walk behind him and pick up arrowheads.
Oh, banded clover.
The banded clovis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's
Very nice. That's like Chunder's song.
That's big Indian territory down there.
Oh yeah, everything near the creek.
You know what kind of Indian was it?
The one.
There you go. Those ones.
The ones with the wigwams, you know. And then,
No.
you guys stop doing that.
It was a woo woo woo.
Miss Gribble says she loved the comment about the warden's genetic results.
Yeah. Her genetic results. It was just a box of assorted crackers.
Well, 98% holistic.
Oh yeah, she was 98%
acidic
Jew, 2% African American.
Yeah, and that's confirmed by
Confirmed.
24
by
25 and 8.
The Philly people are all the same, I tell you.
And they are.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
I don't know. I guess I'm on that.
He just did it automatically. That's crazy.
I guess I'm a Philadelphia fan now.
Whatever.
Hey, it's easy to root for winners. When you got the fans in the
I'm
household,
a goddamn American, son.
yeah, and the eagle is America's bird.
Says Ben Franklin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and there's probably one sitting up in a tree.
So
up there
there is
somewhere.
a
If you look
great-
hard enough.
There is a great quote, and Croc, if you could look this up, it'd be great. And it is from the movie Hamburger Hill, I believe. And it was Clint Eastwood.
Okay.
If you can find me that, this is the best quote the best quote in a movie ever. And it's a Clint Eastwood quote. I don't have my phone because it's recording the TikTok over there.
Well, that's Croc's job.
There's a lot of really good ones from that movie. You got to give me some context here.
I've done So I need it because I want to read it.
I know one. You can run me, you can starve me, you can beat me, you can kill me. Just don't bore me. Is that the
Don't
one?
bore me.
I like
No.
that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
No.
Are you sure this quote is not from Heartbreak Ridge?
Heartbreak Ridge. That's the one.
Okay.
Look that up and give me the phone. I want to. It's an amazing quote. It is, and I want because I want to say it. I want to do it like, like Clint would do it. Are you texting someone? He's texting during the podcast.
Aubrey says our TikTok
He's moderating. Give him a break.
Well, good. Thank you, Aubrey.
Yeah, moderate.
You can thank her right on the thing there.
Thank you, Aubrey.
Yeah, that's great. All our TikTok fans, share this out. And
She's watching. She's the farthest one. She's in Italy this week.
Aubrey's in Italy.
Yep, Bologna, Italy right now.
Bologna,
Italy. Where?
Ask her to bring back some mozzarella.
No, she'll bring something.
And bring me some mozzarella and a little bit of the
Gabagool. They don't know.
Gabagool.
Please.
They don't know. You could go to Italy and say, "Yeah, give me some gabagool." They have no idea what
They're
that
like
is.
capicola. Is what I understand. You're like
The fish.
like your
Capicola.
Oh yeah.
Gabagool is just a stupid New Jersey.
That's a stupid New Jersey.
It's the gabagool.
Yeah,
It's capicola. Spicy.
Gabagola.
It's hot capicola.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
You found it. Bring
Yep.
here. I need it. I need to read it.
All right. Hold on.
I need to read it. I know. This is my favorite. This is the best quote
You
ever.
found it.
All right.
Another on-air moment.
Yeah, I can. I guess maybe. Oh, this is good. You're gonna love this. There we go. I'm gonna use. Okay, I'm gonna use my name on that. And this is gonna be my quote. Okay, Kate, Casey, you're gonna love this.
I'm ready.
My name's Steve Popcorn Man Janelle. I've drunk more beer and banged more quiff and pissed more blood and stomped more ass than all of you numbnuts put together.
I know. I remember
That
the
is
quote.
my favorite.
That's when he goes into the barracks. He
Yep.
rips that earring off the kid. Right.
Can I
If you
give you?
ladies think you
Go
can
ahead.
slip and slide just because the last sergeant was a pussy, well, queer bait, you're going to start acting like Marines right now.
Can I show you another one? And I think you should read this one out loud because this one's awesome. I think this one is from Lone Survivor.
It's awesome. That's awesome. That's a grip. I've drunk more beer and banged more quiff.
No, what's the frogman?
Oh, yeah, I can't read that. Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I can't read the Frogman speech.
Who's got, how many we got on the
Here.
TikToks?
All right, 9, 10.
All right, folks, if you like what we're doing, you can comment, tell us where you're at. We know we got Italy in the house. Bologna, Italy.
Yep.
That's pretty good, boy.
Back to the homeland.
How come she didn't go to the Vatican and see the viewing?
I don't know. I think it's a little ways away. I'm not sure.
It's Italy. It's not that far.
I don't know. Italy's a big boot, you know.
She should go.
I don't know.
She should go back to my homeland
Yeah.
in the Sicily.
Yeah, she's definitely not going to Sicily, but yeah.
You know what Sicily was?
Prison, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where they sent all the.
It's like Australia.
Yeah, they sent all the prisoners
all
there.
the bad people went to Sicily. So
Yeah.
if you came from Sicily, you were something. You were
Badass.
badass.
I have zero Italian in me. So I did my 26 in me, and there's 26 other of us that are just like me.
Will the real one please stand up?
Please stand up.
Please.
Little Eminem reference.
I'm actually. I hate to. I'm 2 parts German, 1 part Italian, 1 part French Canadian.
there. What's a part? How much is a
Well,
part?
Why I got 2 parents, and they got 2 parts themselves.
Well, no, you did. Did you do the 23 and me?
I did. I did.
Why?
I wanted to know where I came from.
Well, do you know that you're like out there now?
I know.
Your
Don't-
all your DNA is like
you
out there for
voluntarily
anyone.
gave your DNA up, and that's that. They just had a case not long ago on this. That you voluntarily gave your DNA, and they can use that against you in a criminal
Absolutely.
proceeding.
And
Yeah.
you can find people that you didn't want to find, or they can find
I
you.
didn't find anybody. I know people would have though.
Yeah, and I don't want that.
Found some old sins. Yeah.
Yeah, I no. I traveled a lot.
Yeah, you probably should not.
Exactly.
You military people should probably not.
No. Uh-uh.
There you go. It's good advice for the week.
Yeah.
Military,
No.
no ancestry.
No ancestry. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't
So-
do it. You're going to end up paying for stuff that you didn't want to pay for.
First
I'm
of all,
lucky. They all be older than.
Aubrey just commented and said that she's just now discovering they don't have AC in Italy.
In Italy, they don't have any air conditioning.
Not where she's at.
Tell her to plug her phone charger in.
Yeah.
In one of them European plugs.
Yep.
Why does everybody got to do things
Well,
different?
We have a number 2 gifter.
Who's our number 2 gifter?
She's anonymous. Anonymous number 2 gifter. Yeah. Wayne Gregory joined. Adam Teven joined.
That's good.
Bobby?
Keith Ferg joined. Keith Ferg 85.
Bobby Ham.
Bobby Fergali joined. Well, hello, Bobby Fergali. Don't
Hi,
be afraid
Bobby.
to share this with your friends.
Hi, Bobby.
How are we coming through on the TikTok? Can you hear us pretty good? Can we get somebody that's on the TikTok?
I put it. I've been doing test checks. It sounds good.
It does good.
Yeah, it does.
I was concerned about us not coming through on the audio.
I have the volume down, but I can hear us talk.
Well, good.
Here
Good.
we are.
I'll tell you what, the light's beginning to fade, but you couldn't tell by looking at our TikTok. Oh, I know what the problem is. There we go.
Oh, it's like a whole new world out here.
It is. I can actually see. I just don't want anybody to see my bloodshot eyes.
So you're gonna bleed through them things.
I told you it's been a rough day.
That has been a what? I shouldn't ask. I'm not gonna ask. I'm afraid of the answer. So I'm
You
not
should
gonna
be.
ask.
It's rough. So let me give you a day in my life.
All right. Oh, yeah, I should ask.
All right. So I'm up at dark 30.
Okay.
4:30 in the morning. I'm awake and moving. I got more done by 7 o'clock than most people do in an entire day. I get in there and I get to work. I do my thing. I usually work between usually 11 hours a day down at the donut factory.
Yeah.
Making the donuts. I wake up every morning. Time to make the donuts. I go down to the salt mines and spend 11 hours down there. And then I come home. And the work doesn't stop when you get home.
No, the warden wants stuff done. She
does. And
you have your duty.
She come out last night and told me she's had about enough of this TikTok stuff.
Yeah.
She said the TikTok ain't paying the bills and it's not getting the stuff done around the house.
And yet here we are.
And I know.
Yeah,
She said,
here we are.
She said, and you're boozing. You're out there boozing.
Rousing. We're at Casey.
And that Casey, he's no good.
No good.
Yep. He leads you astray.
You see where he's at, just up the road.
Up the road. Yep. She said, the next thing you know, I'm going to stop mowing the yard.
Stop. You my yard. You're so hard on me in my yard.
I'm a grass.
I know, but you own like 2 square feet of it. I got a whole acre over there.
Well, that's because I concrete.
You own like Ted Turner over there. Like, holy cow, how much do you want me to mow?
I got more acreage under concrete than you have.
I know. Well, it's all under concrete. That's the way to do it. I'm going to start spreading salt out there so I don't have to mow it. One big mud patch. Well,
I'm disgusted.
Someday when I retire or work, a mile from my house.
Peggy's going home now.
Is it time already?
It is. Yep. Jeopardy's over. Heading back
There
to the
she is.
homestead.
There she is.
Yep.
Yep. Don't talk too loud about her.
That's our wonderful neighbor, Peg.
She could join. She come over and join.
Yeah.
We
should do the 7
she's got a
o'clock Wheel of
Canadian over
Fortune
there.
Yeah.
I
Her
heard
son migrated.
Talk about the banking
Yeah,
industry.
Matthew.
She could talk about
The Canadians.
Canadians. How they're doing.
Well, I can tell you how they're doing. Not too damn well.
No?
No, the Canadians, no, they're having a rough
Here
time.
comes one of them motorcycles.
Here comes one of them damn bikers.
Damn bikers. I'll tell you.
Jeez.
I think that was Chase.
That was Terry Cosman, actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Is that his bike?
Yep.
That's a nice.
Yeah,
Cool
he's home on leave from the Navy.
He goes home.
Good for him.
Back to
Good for him.
Yep,
next
he's in
day.
the.
I see him down at the Quick Gold.
Very proud of Terry.
He's
very
a good.
well.
He's a smart kid.
Very, very proud of Terry. Made it into the nuclear program in the Navy.
Yep.
I can tell you what his father would be damn proud of.
You know what? I remember him working down at the cabin kitchen.
Yep.
He was good.
Well, the whole Cosman family was working down
I
there.
know. They were going down there, but he
They were
really.
going to call it Cosman's Cabin Kitchen.
I know, but he did really good when he was down there. He really did.
He is. He's a good kid.
Yes.
Yep. I am very, very impressed with Terry and how far he's gone in this Navy career.
Yeah,
and
he
just
begun.
he taught himself trigonometry so he could pass the test.
Did he really?
Yeah, because he didn't take it in school. Amazing. So I think they're going to raise our taxes.
I don't know why. Why?
Because they haven't been raised in 16 years.
Is that a good reason?
I don't know. I mean, to me,
To support all the industry we have?
well, I think the problem is we have no industry and they're not paying taxes.
Yeah.
But I really don't think it's going to happen. Here's the thing.
The Echo says that it's not going to affect us the way that you think it's going
Well,
to affect
and
us.
I'm a firm believer in this, Echo, because they put out the truth.
They
Now,
do.
there's a news organization that only puts out the news.
Who?
The Cameron County Echo.
Yep.
Just
That is
the news.
completely right.
It's fine. That's good.
That is absolutely right.
It's a good news organization.
Yeah.
You know, did you see the Echo this week? They had our John Overturf run advertised in there. Yes.
I'm excited about our John Overton.
Run by a great family.
Good family over there, the Browns and the Fergalis, and it's always been
They're
just
good. They're good to us.
it's a hometown staple, and there's a lot of people that have moved away years
They still
ago
get it.
and still get the Echo.
Yeah, that is
It's
true.
just it's a good way to keep up with what's going on in your hometown. I want to put a plug out on the John Overturf Christmas in July.
I should have printed out a flyer and had it on here.
I'll post a picture of the flyer.
Right here?
Yeah, right here.
Here.
But yeah, so the John Overturf ride's coming up in July. We'll keep putting that out. We got big things coming up at the end of June. The end of June, we got the Rich Valley Rumble.
Yeah.
Rich Valley Rumble. A lot of people coming in from all over the United States, and our friends from up north in Canada. A lot of people coming in to spend a weekend here with us in beautiful Cameron County.
I'm excited about Breakfast with Big O.
Breakfast with Big O. He's pushing this breakfast thing. I don't know.
Hey, we have a new number 2 gifter. Miss Bobby Fergali.
Bobby Fergali. Yeah, see? You plug the Echo a little bit and see what you get.
These Fergali girls, they're a clan, They stick together. It's
they
fun
do.
to watch about,
She's busy working over there. She's the manager at Dan Smith Candies over in Du Bois.
She works for Senator Scarnati.
She does, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Scarnati owns that Dan Smith Candies over there.
I think she still does that on the
Okay.
side.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, I think that's Senator Joe Scarnati owns Dan Smith Candy.
Really?
Yeah, always has.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, is he still a senator or did he quit?
I haven't heard that one for a while.
I used to go visit him in his office. Let me tell you a little bit about going into our state capital. If you've never been in the
I
state.
got a minute. Yeah,
Have you been in the
I got a minute.
Have you been to the Harrisburg and been in our state capitol?
Yes, I have.
You went into the Capitol building.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
I
I
went to
believe
the
I
Capitol.
have.
I used to have a.
It's either that or it was the real capital. I think it was D.C. or Harrisburg.
Well, I've been to both, but I used to do a little bit of lobbying, and I went into the Pennsylvania Capitol at least 2 or 3 times a year. And I went and I visited Joe Scarnati. Now, this is when Joe was governor pro tempore or whatever he was. He was the second in command. If anything would happen to our governor and, like, somebody try and burn his house down or something.
Am I drinking alone?
No, I got a whole. You're not drinking. That's the problem.
I am on number like 2 or 3 here. I just wondered. Anyway,
I just keep filling up. But you saw that the governor's house got torched.
No.
It didn't. I don't know why this did not make the news. But the Pennsylvania governor's house, some dude like climbed the fence and Molotov cocktailed it and burnt the governor's house.
Shut up. Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I think it was an anti-Semitic statement.
He's not Jewish.
I think he is, but
I mean, really? No, he's Italian. Sounds Catholic to me.
I don't know. I'm just saying
vowels at the end. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying what I hear in the news. But you go into Scarnati's office, and I'd walk in there, and he had the best office there was, because he was like the pro tempore or whatever.
Okay.
He was like way up there in the Pennsylvania Senate. But he had his office. You know, you go into some of these offices, and the lady at the front desk is like the 68-year-old gray grandma with the glasses.
Keep the office together.
Yep, not Joe's office.
No.
All 23-year-old blondes. Place was nice. Old Joe kept his place nice. He had a little veranda out there where you go out there and cook steaks and have a beer. Out on his veranda.
No kidding.
Yeah. Joe had a nice office.
Some people. I picked the engineering.
That's when that dipshit Wolf was in there.
Yeah.
You know, crooked as he is. Him and that woman that runs the DCNR.
Him and that health secretary. I had to watch.
Oh yeah, the health secretary. We had to watch her every day during the COVID.
Man, wear your mask
or whatever it is.
See how we're all doing now.
Yeah. And she had the nuts to tell us to wear masks.
Oh my God. I almost spit out good whiskey over that. I did. Oh, great. See, that's a good one. That's a good one.
But yeah, so Tom Wolf, who, when he got elected, I thought great things. I thought Tom Wolf's going to be the governor, a good governor, because Tom Wolf was big in, from what I understand, Tom Wolf came from cabinet making. His family was in.
Stop! It did not.
His family was in the cabinet making business.
I don't think that they're not related.
Tom Wolf, Governor Wolf's family was in the cabinet making business. Listen to me. I know this stuff. I talked to the man. You know, I get around, Casey.
Okay.
I didn't always just spend my time in Rich Valley drinking whiskey. There was a time when I was out politicking.
I know. I remember that was part of your job. Yeah.
Well, I was also the chairman of the Republican Party for a while.
Oh, that's true too.
And I'll tell you, them crooked.
They all
are.
I get it.
I had people pay me for a vote.
You did not.
I did too.
Careful.
Damn straight.
Careful.
Elon Musk sent me $140 for my vote.
Oh, Elon,
I got three. Well, I got $120. You sent me 3 checks for $40.
No, it was 3 checks for $47.
3 checks for $47.
Because for 47, the president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Elon.
Yeah.
By the way, thanks, Elon. Sorry about what's happening to your electric cars, but they were stupid to begin with.
Well, I just saw one on in St. Mary's. Someone put it on the Emporium online garage sale or whatever the hell it is.
Somebody's selling them.
29.8. It said need to sell by this weekend. 29.8. No, willing to go lower. Need to sell by this weekend. And
For a Tesla.
29,000.
29.8.
What
Yeah.
model?
It was like a black. It was one of the black sedans. No, it was a decent one. But people, that's what I'm saying. People don't care. They just don't want them. They'll lose money on them. They'll just sell them. I mean, at this point, if it works for you, just keep the damn car. Like,
well,
why you gotta lose money on a car?
No, I don't think they.
Why you gotta lose money on a car just because you don't like the guy that made it? You're gonna sell your BMW because the Nazis made it?
Well, I wouldn't buy one to begin with.
Well,
because the electric prices
you
are so high.
freaking made me buy one.
It does not make sense.
Electric's down because we're gonna be burning coal, baby.
I would buy a BMW because I had one that had 330,000 miles on it. If I didn't total it, I would have kept going for another 100,000. And
that was a good car. I will not lie. It was a good car.
The Nazis did good.
The only thing is
forced labor.
The only thing is it got totaled by getting into a little fender bender. At 25, 30 miles an hour. So it totaled the car by doing that. So that's the other downside.
It's not like a Subaru.
The engine and the motor and all that shit was great.
Can you see? Can we talk about the Subarus? And everybody buying a Subaru now.
I'm not gonna stop you. Everybody's got a goddamn Subaru though.
But it used to just be the lesbians. Now everybody's got one.
Literally,
I don't.
So
the car does not lie.
Only the ones with the roof rack, if they got a roof rack and a kayak on the top of them, or their bicycles on top of them,
they're stickered out on the back,
and a rainbow sticker on the back window. Then you know what you're dealing with, and you just be nice, and say
they're great people.
Ask for pronouns before you address.
Well, yeah, probably.
Just saying.
Well, let me just say this right now. I'm gonna do a count off.
Count off.
The warden has one.
Yep, the warden's got one. Everybody in our family has one, but me.
The JFK expert has one.
Yep.
Pixie has one.
Pixie's got, like I said, everybody in the family.
The warden's sister has one. Really? The warden's brother has one. The warden's other brother has one.
They're not lesbians.
No.
The only one that's
we're still worried about one, but
I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you guys just see that in the audience? That blast of light that just illuminated over these two beautiful men. Because I saw it on here. So you could see it.
Somebody check the smoke.
Yeah.
What?
Oh God.
Not drinking yet.
Somebody check the smoke. Holy cow, we've been illuminated.
Infallible.
Allie's been commenting a lot.
She's
all over it.
She's number one commenter all the time.
Bobby said support the newspaper, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to support the newspaper.
So Allie says that a lot of insurance companies have stopped insuring Teslas. They won't cover them.
Oh, really?
Yes, which makes sense.
I would believe that.
Yeah. Makes sense.
The insurance companies. God.
No. Hey, listen, Mario.
Mario, what am I over here hopping blocks? What
Go to the general and save some time.
That's not Mario. It's Luigi.
Luigi, same freaking
And
thing.
I don't condone violence.
I love me
I
brother.
don't condone the violence. That's not how we do things.
My name is Mario.
I woke up this morning and chose violence.
That is it. On air, I don't condone the violence.
Normally, every morning I wake up and piss excellence. This morning I woke up and chose violence. I'm still a little thick, Casey.
I have breaking news.
Odd one.
Breaking
news.
Breaking news.
That's what my favorite podcast does. So sorry, I just copied that. But so we've heard from the authorities and the higher ups at Dan Smith Candies.
Yes.
they are going to get us a box fresh of their chocolates for us to do a live review on.
Absolutely, I will do the Dan Smith
that was
Candy
just
live
in
review.
from Dan from the managers and the authorities at Dan Smith.
Dan Smith,
they're going to donate a box of
Dan Smith. If Dan Smith candies could be, we'll partner with Dan Smith candies if the candy's good. Like I said,
and it is.
I'll partner with you if I don't approve of your product.
Like they've been around a while. They might be pretty good. You know?
Hey, don't be sending us one of them Easter bunnies.
Actually, I believe
hollow either.
I believe
the worst thing you could do is have a hollow Easter bunny. I want a solid chocolate one.
No, Easter's over. We're not getting bunnies. What we're getting is a box of chocolates.
Well, life is like a box
of
chocolate.
And what I will say is, I believe, and Bobby, you can correct us in the comments, but I think Dan Smith's candy is actually based in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
I'm gonna say
Brookville.
I have roots in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah.
You have roots in Indiana, Pennsylvania?
I did not know that.
I put them in. I planted roots in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Well, I actually,
I thought you were growing behind your dorm room. Was not roots.
I met my wife in Indiana. I met my wife there.
I'm just saying.
She's an Altooner.
Yeah, and I met her there.
Altooner, isn't she?
And I went to school there for 5.5
weed
years.
behind her apartment in college and being planted roots.
That's true.
This is what they got.
We did try, but no, yeah, I met my beautiful wife in Indiana.
I thought you guys were
And a lot of other really bad people.
Call it?
I went to IUP.
That explains a lot now. I get it.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's a party.
What the F does that mean?
IUP.
That's a party school.
What the F does that mean?
It's a party
Yeah.
school.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense now.
Got my bros to the front, my homes to the back, repping IUP.
Oh, God, no. No, he did not. He did not. He did not.
I just brought
Shout
out the old Berg City boys.
Shout out
W Berg City. I just brought that out.
You're on your
That's
second
crazy.
one over there.
That's crazy.
Let's get the microwave over here.
I might have to share this podcast clip with him.
This has got good legs.
You got good legs?
It does.
Thank God. I tell you, it's hard to find good legs.
I'll tell you what, we're running low on this bottle, so somebody's better come through like quick.
Better come through.
Yeah. We love your TikTok donations, but what we really need is whiskey.
Keep gifting. So if you're going to gift on the TikTok, you might want to gift us a bottle of booze. I don't know if they got that on the TikToks.
Oh, well, the warden said she wants peanut butter meltaways from Dan Smith. How about we just take it one step at a time here?
Yeah. How could she can't just jump on. Don't be jumping into our game.
We'll take it one step at a time here.
Yeah. We're jumping in our
game. We'll get you your peanut butter meltaways, don't worry.
Tell her to start her own TikTok.
Don't worry. We'll get the Fugalies to get you your peanut butter meltaways.
So here's a little story about the Fugalies and the Manginels. They all come over on the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The Fugalies, the Manginels, the Olivettes.
Well, we're the Manginels.
The problem is the Manginels were rowing it.
That's just wrong. That's just disgusting.
Look at me.
He didn't even know what to say.
All right. I'm sorry. I see an opportunity. I think.
Okay. All right. Fine. You want to go there?
No, another fun fact about those families, both business owners at the same time. We had Fergali and Sons Beverage and Manginel's, what was it?
Manginel's Friendly Service.
Friendly Service.
Yeah. We were and again, they were selling booze, and we were trying to peddle gas during the Iran Contra.
There to this day, I always wondered that, and I get it now. I get it.
So we owned a gas station during the gas shortage of the 80s.
Yes.
The odd and even days.
Yes.
You don't remember that because you weren't even born.
I was short a few years. My dad used to tell me stories, though.
What is up with the traffic?
He must not have took his winter tires off or something.
Oh, sounds like he's
they're
running studs a little late in the year. But
all going up Straight Creek.
yeah, big party up Straight Creek tonight. Going up to Flat Rocks.
Party at the Moon Tower.
Going up to the Flat Rocks. Kegger. You ever have keggers up at the Flat Rocks, Casey?
No.
Where'd you guys have keggers when you were in high school?
When I was in high school, down county.
Of course.
Yeah, there's one or two down there. I did.
You never ventured up into the big city much,
Sterling
did
Run.
you?
There was a few in Sterling Run.
Did you guys have keggers, or did you you still had keggers? Because we can never get enough
No, we never.
enough of the boys to put enough money to get a keg.
We never
you
got
know,
a. We never got.
or find somebody that would buy us a keg. Yeah,
We always had a keg. We had plenty of people.
Back then, it was like you could walk into a
Usually
what I get
from
at
my
like
experience,
15 and buy a keg.
you had to have a friend that was a girl that had an older guy friend.
Exactly.
That's
too.
what it was.
Me too. Me too.
It was.
Yep.
You
You had to find the girl in your class that was banging the older dude.
the banging older dude.
Yep.
That's what it
Hey,
was.
let's go on a ride.
I'm not gonna release name, but yeah, that's what it was.
No, I mean that's it. It's just what it is.
We just went and got kegs.
Well, yeah, you could buy booze at 18 in New York back in your day.
Well, no, they could. Everyone's family were in the businesses
We
back
just
then,
walk
so they
in
walk in and
back.
just bought a keg, or they'd say, "Hey, we need to order a keg to Frank Jankel's house."
I
Well,
come
he
down
was
to
gone.
a beverage and say, "Hey, my dad's keg ran out. I'm coming down to pick up another one."
Sterling Run was the hot spot.
She was hanging out with the down county folk.
Yeah,
She did. She hung out down there
down there.
with the
Down there with the give it.
no good sons of bitches.
Here we
Every
go.
one of them.
We've digressed a lot.
I know, but here's the thing: we're just chatting. This is the way things work. If you
each other, for sure.
No, and I think a lot of at this point in the podcast, a lot of people are just looking to hear some stories and some
I can
some
tell
old time banter, no, just some banter and
Well,
just
here's the thing.
some.
I
you
have
know.
banter because Casey is always pushing this down county agenda.
agenda.
He's got a down county agenda.
Here's the problem. You want to know the truth? You want to know the truth? Truth is, you uptowners never accepted us. We're down county, right? Not down.
Yep,
It's
yep,
all
yep,
Cameron
that's-
County, but
Casey,
we're down county.
That's 100% true.
Yes.
We do not accept you.
Yes, that's the
We
problem.
still don't.
I'm still not part. I'm never going to be
No.
a Rich Valley resident. I'm
No.
born here. Now, Kenner has a chance, but
The boy has a chance.
has a chance, just a chance. But I'm still just. Oh,
My wife's a townie.
Oh, you're from down county. Oh, okay.
Well, no, I respect down county a lot more than I do townies.
Yeah, your wife's a townie.
It's changed a little bit. I gotta be honest. It's changed a little.
Nope,
Well,
I still
now,
hate townies.
look, if you would
Just
have
kidding,
go
I
down
love you
county,
guys.
own property down county, go buy a house down county. Good luck, because it's worth more than it is in Emporium right now.
No, it's not.
Oh, here it is.
Unless it's
No,
Gramon's
I
camp.
disagree. Huh?
Gramon's camp, maybe.
I'm telling you.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. So back in my day, it wasn't just a down county rivalry. We had rivalries with everyone. So we actually had real football teams and baseball teams.
Everybody had a football or a baseball team, but not so much football. Football was
But what was
baseball, softball, or whatever.
Sizerville, you didn't like people from Sizerville either. If you're from Rick Valley.
No. And
Okay.
Prospect Park was counted as the townies.
Yeah.
They were townies.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they're
No,
townies.
they're-
Barely in the borough.
They're townies.
Barely in the borough.
Hey, we lived in.
Still got it. You got to pay the what is it? Now you pay both garbage and sewage. Yeah.
I think everybody that
Oh
lives.
no, you pay garbage to shipping, but sewage to the borough. That's how it was.
I
Up
think
here
the
we
one-
don't pay nothing
the
to
one
nobody.
place, the one place in Cameron County where
You
if
just
you
pay
live,
you pay shipping garbage.
I don't pay them.
Why you-
shipping?
You
nothing.
bullshit don't. You pay your garbage to ship in township.
I burn my garbage
He
like
burns
normal
You
folks.
still pay it. You still
Yes,
pay
he does.
$21 a month.
yes,
I don't.
Yes.
My wife might, but I would
Yes.
refuse.
$21 a
Yeah.
I
month. to
refuse.
ship
I
in
don't have
township.
enough garbage out there to pay.
You still pay $21 a month.
even if I don't put garbage out there.
Yes, you do.
That's just crooked.
Yes,
Absolutely.
you do. Absolutely.
If you
do.
moved,
Well, no wonder they're building $1 million complexes down here in the
got
township.
garbage trucks they buy.
They needed that complex.
Now let me tell you this.
They needed that.
Right.
They did. And it looks amazing.
They did well with that.
I'll tell you this. Cameron County is one of the only counties that still has municipal garbage pickup.
You were right there. And that's not wrong either. They're doing good there. They absolutely are. Because contracting now is just going to cost you.
You know what's weird though is shipping.
But I only pay for what I put out. I don't put any garbage out.
I noticed this
back in the day up here in Rich Valley. Everybody had a dump behind their house.
Yeah, thank God we're past that.
Yeah, but
that's why you can't go out behind the old man's house. Go out behind the mayor's house and try and run a metal detector.
Well,
all you find is old soup cans and car hoods.
Yeah, and you can't catch a fish out there either because they all die if they live out.
Oh, the fish out there are perfectly healthy.
All three guys.
Yeah,
they're good. You know what's not around anymore like it used to be?
What's that?
The crabs in the creek.
My grandfather used to do the crayfish thing, and then
it's crabs.
Crayfish.
Okay, and again, you're from down county.
That's you gotta talk shit on the down county people. Come on, we'll have our first rumble right now.
I'll tell you what.
I'm going to be the
I'll open up a can of whoop ass.
Yeah.
How big a boy are you?
It ain't crabs. Those are not crabs.
How big a boy are you?
Crayfish.
They're crayfish.
They're crayfish.
Have you ever had them?
No, I ate the head.
No, they are good. Dad, you made me do this when I was a little kid. You're like, go catch these. You used to be able to catch these things.
The woman says crayfish.
They are crayfish.
She's from Philadelphia.
Well, she ain't wrong.
She says water.
Yeah,
no, she doesn't. She doesn't. I cannot hate on Philadelphia.
And they're worse than clothes.
Sometimes I wish I lived there, so I can't say that.
How's that rough on the house? You got a problem with your shingles on that roof?
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
No,
there's one sacred place in Cameron County, I think, where if you live there, you don't hate anybody from there, and it's Gardew. You live in Gardew.
That's Potter County.
No, it's not.
No, it's
not.
But you know why he's saying that?
Potter, Bikini.
I'll tell you why he's saying that. Because we lived in Gardew.
That's absolutely right.
I was a Gardunian.
Yeah, and I wish I want to live in that house right now.
We lived in a
whoever
lives in Gardew.
Whoever lives in
I
that
thought
house,
you were
sell it to me.
West Creek people. You were West Creek Creekers.
No, first house is you head up the Gardew Road, the great big giant.
It's the second house.
We lived in that for quite a while. What a beautiful home.
It's the second house. There's a white house right before it. It's the second house.
Well, that's camp.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's camp. But I did live
It's
across
great.
that
It's
park
got
for
a
a while
big
too.
old. It's got a big old silo in the back and like a barn.
Oh yeah, we lived on a farm.
Allie Gribble says crayfish.
Well, she's from Philadelphia
I
too.
was saying crabs.
Allie
I
Gribble.
think you're talking about another thing.
Isn't Allie Gribble from Philadelphia too?
New York.
Warden says you don't say Warshore rough.
New York.
Say you're
I
full
bet
of.
you Allie Gribble says big.
They have that.
Yeah, go get that grocery bag.
Tasha has that,
Hey,
one
hon.
for that too.
Hey, hon, come get this grocery bag.
Hey,
for
hon.
me.
Hey, hon.
Take it out to the house.
Hon, did you get the bag?
The bag.
Freaking weirdos.
Rochester Alley says Rochester. Yeah, that's way
Yeah,
top.
yeah, she's got a bag.
Whatever.
Whatever. I'm glad. Me and not you. Anyway, yeah, you guys always dump on the down county people, and here we are.
When I was a
Here
kid,
we are infecting your Rich Valley.
I know, and it's getting bad. When I was a kid, we had every house in Rich Valley had kids in it. Every house. 3 or 4 kids. The families were big, and we'd put together our team. We were the Rich Valley Rattlesnakes, and we'd play. So we had West End and East End of town. We'd play East End of town. It'd either be a home game or a away game. You go down and play on their turf, or they come up here and play on our turf.
Where'd you play? In the
We
East
played
End?
right in this field over here. We
Right on the East End. Did you play right by where like Rite Aid is down
You
below
play-
for Ollie's?
Yeah, you played
That's
in the
where we-
playgrounds and stuff.
Well, no, there was.
And
You
then
know,
you had the house or in the field right there behind Neil McIsaac's house.
well, you know
Right
where
behind Rite Aid.
Yeah, right where Rite Aid is.
Yeah.
There used to be that big field. That's where we played.
Yeah, it was behind the Crescent.
Yeah. We used to, we'd have teams.
We were good. I'll tell you what, our quarterback was a girl, and she was Pam Costanzo was our quarterback, and Pam Burt. You know Pam Burt? Pam, you should watch this because Pam was a heck of a quarterback.
I'd love to get a highlight.
Her sister Ann Losey played, and she was a quarterback too. Those Costanzo girls were better football players than I was. I was just a little kid back then.
Aunt Losey was an athlete, though.
Oh, they played. It was good. We kicked some butt up here. And we had sunken bases and everything we'd have for baseball. Nobody had a field like ours. No one.
Well, there was a ring. I mean, when I was younger, there was still a baseball from
The old
people
diamond?
running. There was a diamond down behind Rite Aid, down below Fergali's house there.
Down there at Will Coakley's place.
Spring Street.
Down there where Will Coakley lives.
Behind Uber's.
Are you going?
Oh,
He's going.
There he goes.
He's going.
There he goes.
He can't do it. He can't make it a whole
There he
podcast.
Hey, that was
He cannot make it.
hour and 40 minutes. He made it.
He cannot make it a whole podcast without getting up and going to drain the main. Hey, let me know how you make out with that guy and that horse.
Yep.
How
There
many
used to be-
TikTokers we got?
We're
Or are they falling off?
We do not say big.
They say hun.
It's huge Rochester car dealership commercials. That's Minnesota. The warden said that's Minnesota. They say big.
Babe.
That's big. Big.
Big.
And
No, Minnesota.
a bag of milk. That's what Minnesotans and Canadians say. Can you get me a bag of milk?
Well, Rochester, you might as well be a Canadian.
Rochester, New York? Or Rochester, Pennsylvania? Rochester, Pennsylvania is Pittsburgh.
No, Rochester, New York. That's right
up
up there. You might as well be a Canadian
Yep,
at that point.
yep.
Hell, they still have snow in Rochester right now.
Jody said big. That's where we're getting big.
Jody did say big all the
Big.
time.
And
She was from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's Canada. It's Canada.
Minnesota's Canada too.
Yeah.
But that's where Little House on the Prairie was. It was in Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't know that. Laura Ingalls.
No.
Half pint.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to have some pretty harsh winters there in the.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
They did because Paul would have to go out and split wood.
Yeah, 'cause they were in northern Minnesota because they were on the prairies. They were
Yeah.
in out near Alberta.
And then they would go into town like once
Yep.
or
Yep.
twice a year, get Laura a new pair of shoes, and Maul would get some new
What a good
fabric
show.
to build some dresses for the Easter
Mm-hmm.
in the spring.
Mm-hmm. What a good show. What a good show.
Laura Ingalls Wilder. She was
Yeah.
married to that Wilder fella.
Yep.
Now you're just playing
Oh,
Casey.
Joe, something about the warden saying Wisconsin and Kansas too.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. Well,
You know what they got? You know the only good thing that ever come out of Wisconsin? Cheese curd.
TJ
All
Watt.
right. Who likes cheese curd?
TJ Watt. Dad, TJ Watt.
And JJ
And JJ.
and Derek.
And Derek. Yeah. All out of Wisconsin. Yep. We'll end it there.
So I gotta.
Cheese curds, no.
We
those
have
things are
fucking Wisconsin guys in our freaking family. Them
Yeah,
Lipskis.
we do.
But what I'll tell you is, Pete Lipsky, Pedro, as we call him.
Lipsky, was that Polish?
Oh no, he's not Polish at all.
What is he?
Oh, he's a good Irish boy.
Irish.
No, he's a
Irish.
straight up Polak.
Oh,
He's
okay.
pushing.
I don't know. I don't see. I'm asking the question so I don't assume.
Pete Lipsky is my I don't know what you call him. He's married to my niece, Gina. Gina's a little Filipino.
He's your
girl.
nephew.
She's
Your
my niece.
nephew-in-law.
So she married a Polak. They have 2 kids, and they're little Filipinos.
I swear to God, there's no way that they would. AI will.
We're gonna show the. We're gonna show the.
I quit.
We're gonna show the TikTokers and the podcast viewers what their little boy looks like.
Oh yeah. Oh, Zeke. He looks.
Where are we going?
Zeke. He's gonna get that. He's gonna get the picture of Zeke. My buddy Zeke. He's awesome. Yeah, there he is. Doesn't he look like Jake from State Farm?
Doesn't look like Jake from State Farm.
Oh yeah. He's a dandy. Old Zeke. Uncle Steve taught him how to pee on the rock when he was here. Out back on the rock.
I bet, yes.
Yeah. I go out. He go, where you go? I said, I'm going out to pee on the rock. He was learning to be potty trained back in. Now he's a full blown. He's a CrossFitter.
What?
Yeah, he does CrossFit. A little boy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you don't even know what CrossFit
No.
is. Yeah, obviously neither one of us know what CrossFit is.
Okay. I'm hoping it's
Anyhow,
sort of activity
Pete brought me some
outside.
cheese curd. And how do you know if it's good cheese curd? I want somebody in the comments to tell me how you know cheese curd is good cheese curd.
All right, we have.
There's a way to tell.
There's like a 2-second delay between us. We have one answer.
Yeah, I know what it is. What's the answer?
It squeaks.
The squeak. You know what the squeak is when you eat cheese? When you eat cheese curd, it squeaks on your teeth. That's good cheese curd. If it doesn't squeak on your teeth, it's not good.
Hey, I never. I don't even know if I experienced that. I don't know.
Then you're not eating good cheese curd.
I mean, I don't do a lot of cheese curd. I'm more of a cottage cheese guy.
Well, now you're just making me disgusted.
You know, let me tell you this. All right,
Cottage
give me a minute here. You guys and your cheese. Good Pennsylvania dish. All right, you ready? Cottage cheese
No.
and apple butter.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
What is wrong with
Tuna's
you?
got it.
This is no.
I don't know about that, but
Tell me what cottage cheese is.
It's rotten cheese.
yeah, it's rotten cheese.
It's rotten cheese.
milk. Rotten
Milk. Rotten milk.
Well, okay, let's just let a jug of milk sit out.
Jug of milk, sit out, chop it up, and put it with some
That's disgusting.
some apple butter.
I will give you one thing that I will
Really
only
good.
ever eaten cottage cheese with. And it is sour cream and onion Ruffles chips crushed up into a little, like, let's look a little bit, like, not like a whole bowl of mac and cheese, but like a good amount of each, a good ratio,
cheese,
mixing
that's
it up
good.
and eating it. It's like you don't even taste the cottage cheese.
Okay, so here's
Give me another one.
But that's
more.
the thing. Here's the
Okay.
thing. I haven't eaten that since I was like 9 years old. I don't think I could ever eat that now.
okay.
Here's another one. You ready?
Yep.
Lebanon bologna.
Lesbian bologna.
Okay, love it.
Got to be the hard potato chips. You crush them up. roll them like a-
roll up your lesbian
All about
bologna.
that.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
That's a snack. That's a snack.
I love that. Love that.
Try it. I'm telling you, you won't go back.
Foots.
Foots and Lebanon bologna.
Yep.
I don't like the sweet. I would prefer not the sweet Lebanon bologna, the unsweet Lebanon bologna.
You like an angry lesbian.
Mm.
Okay.
You know that's how it is.
I like Lebanon bologna. I also like pimento loaf.
Mm.
And we had this argument before, Casey. That you had no idea what a pimento was.
I still don't know what it
You
is.
thought that olives grew with that red thing in the middle
They
of it.
do.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
They have a
They do
pit in
not.
there.
They
There's a
are.
hole. So you take it all of you, suck the pimento out. There's a perfectly round hole.
What a waste of time to put those in there.
It doesn't.
Or you can put
Done by
garlic in it,
machines.
and you put
Done by machines.
the ones that have garlic in them are really good. Or you get a green olive with a jalapeno jammed in the hole.
How about scrapple?
Love scrapple.
Scrapple with a little bit of maple syrup.
Just scrapple.
Explain to
Just some good fried scrapple.
Explain to the listeners and viewers what
Head
what
cheese.
scrapple is.
It's everything in the pig, but it's
Yep.
Yeah.
whatever's left.
Yep.
It's snouts and hook.
Cornmeal.
Burn
They
it all
mix that
together.
all together, cornmeal, and bake it like a loaf.
Yep.
And you cut off, 1/4-inch slab and fry it up.
Yeah, it's hooves and snouts.
Absolutely.
Yep. Best part of the pig's the jowls.
Absolutely. It's good. It is very good, though.
You ever had head cheese?
I have not. I have not had that cheese.
Blood pudding.
I think I have had it once. Yes.
Blood pudding.
Is
Yeah.
that liver? What is
Liver's
blood
good,
pudding?
too.
I love liver, but blood pudding is actually
The
blood.
Buttonwood did
Oh.
liver and onions on Thursday.
I love liver and onions.
That's like I know
Love it.
he's always like liver and onions.
You ever had bread? You ever had bread pudding?
Yes.
I love bread pudding. Seriously, that's the
And
best.
this is all. You know what all this? You know where all this stuff came about?
The Pennsylvania Dutch.
Depression.
Then
The depression.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's where a lot of
we
this
have a
came.
number 3 gifter.
My dad used to do graham crackers and icing. That was a snack in like his day. Graham crackers and icing.
Like cake icing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
Yep.
could do it.
It's a cheap. It was a very cheap snack for the kids, right? That's
Yeah.
one of the things it is.
Well, I told you we didn't have any icing at my house.
No,
No. Water and popcorn,
then
No.
swallowed up
and then
by.
swell up for dinner.
Let's just let the audience know that his mother was the head lunch lady.
She
at
was
our high
the
school.
lunch lady.
The
Big M. I
lunch
used to call her
lady.
Big M.
And
Oh, she loved
Hey,
me.
sorry.
Shit out of
you
me.
guys have something in common. You're big. You could be Big M too.
I could.
Yeah.
Very well could. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
You're both Big M's.
We are both Big M. I used to call her Big M, and she goes, "Oh, you're on the list." I go, "The shit list." And she go, "No, no, no."
You know,
She got a kick out of that,
here's something that I need to say about my mother
Real
being
quick, though, we have a number 3 gifter.
okay.
Nate Dempsey. He also says, "What's up? What's up, guys?"
Hey, Nate. What's up, Nate?
Nice.
Nice to see you, Nate.
Yep.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So my mother was not only like the head lunch lady
Yeah.
at school, but I'll tell you something that very few people know about my mother when she was the lunch lady. I know you remember people would go up to get their lunch and they'd be like, "You don't have any money in your account."
Yep.
My mother used to put money in these people's accounts so that the kids could get lunch.
I believe that. Very good.
She was always
She knew.
she made sure that every kid got a lunch whether they had money or not.
something. You were gotta go.
Yeah.
hungry.
Yep. You were never going to go hungry with her.
Yeah.
Yep. My mother, that's one thing that, and to this day, the first thing that she says if you walk into the house, "Are you hungry?"
That's what she knows. Food,
That's
right?
her- that's her thing.
That's her job.
That's her thing.
Still a job.
And the second thing is, would you like a beer?
Right. We didn't
And
get
that's
that
a
as
good-
kid.
and I'll tell you what, I'm telling you right now, that's just a good woman. They ask you if you're hungry and if you want a beer.
She got it down pat.
Yep. What a wonderful lady.
Yes.
Wonderful lady. Anybody that remembers my mother at the school would tell you
I
the same
still
thing.
picture
I'll
her
tell you what,
that
don't
apron.
cross her. You don't want to cross her, though.
No, I believe that.
Although
I'm
she
sure
be
you did a
little,
good
she
job
be
of it.
fierce.
I'm
And
sure you
that's-
did a great job of it.
She was good. She was good, and she did away with the hair nets.
I remember hairnets in her day.
Exactly. They weren't typical lunch ladies back then. They were pretty cool.
They were the cool lunch
They were the
ladies.
cool lunch ladies.
The extra sloppy. You know what the
It was for the government.
Just sloppy for you.
good
Yeah.
pizza and sandwiches. That's what I remember. Good
You
pizza
know,
and
open
food.
face sandwich
Yep.
because they didn't have enough food to make a full sandwich.
Steak.
No, this is the
Steak.
best. That's one of my favorite sandwiches. Is the open faced turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
That was one of the best lunches.
Thanksgiving
Chicken
dinner. They did a
patties.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh yeah,
Oh, the stuffing.
Yes.
chicken patties. The Boo Witches, I wasn't a fan. I don't like the grilled. I don't like cheese.
Oh.
I don't like grilled cheese. I don't like cheese.
Oh, I love me a
Life, I tell you.
I love me a grilled
Chicken
cheese
patty
sandwich.
day was the best day because I get double extra. I get 3 chicken patties.
Yes, I remember the
French fries. I get 2 cookies.
True
double.
them with the fork.
Oh yeah.
You know what? He was on reduced lunch back in the day.
Pay your bill.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't afford that school
No,
lunch.
I was not.
75 cents a day.
I was not on reduced lunch.
Yep, but he was on reduced and free.
No,
He
that's
was because we were, for God's sakes, back then we were down to soup kitchen.
It says ham barbecue and salad bar. Salad bar was good. They had good salad. The bacon, you put the bacon bits right to it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
ranch.
mom liked the no, she liked
She loves a pulled
no,
pork.
she liked chipped ham barbecue. That was
Oh, the
Pittsburgh
chip
style.
barbecue.
Yes, the ranch.
Pittsburgh style chipped ham.
Like
That's what she
liked
liked.
by the gallon.
Yep.
Their ketchup always looked like it had like somebody mixed applesauce with their ketchup.
French fries were always translucent too. I don't know what that was all about, but you're not supposed to see through your French fry.
Well, but that's when you can get a good school lunch. Now they're giving these kids breakfast and everything else.
Spaghetti day was the best. Oh man.
I remember one spaghetti day, we were having spaghetti. Hey, there's Dolly. Incoming. So we were having spaghetti, and a friend of mine, Big Jimbo, was sitting across from me, and he kept trying to take my I love garlic bread, and you got that little thing of garlic bread. Well, he tried to take my garlic bread. Well, he took my garlic bread, and when he did, I picked up my plate of spaghetti, and I smashed it on his chest in the lunchroom. Complete food fight. And old Nora Clark, I don't know if you remember Nora Clark. She was the lunchroom monitor. Yeah, it was a whole food fight.
I remember a few food fights.
But Nora loved me, so she said that he started it.
You remember you could take a milk carton, you drink your milk, of course, and then close the top and fold it down flat, and then put it on a fork and stomp on it.
Yeah, it makes a big pop.
Makes a big pop. That was cool. That was
okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I haven't done that for a while.
I don't know. Do they still sell them little milk jugs?
I don't know. Do they even have milk anymore? That's probably
I don't even know if they sell milk. Schools
they
have
have those milk jugs, and two things I want to. I had to step out for a second. Two things I want to touch on. This is one. Well, I had to do the same thing you had to do, except for I ran and I pushed it out hard.
Dolly.
But blowing over and doing that, by the way.
The first thing I wanted to say is I got 5 days of in-school suspension for a food fight one time.
Well, that's because you weren't good with the teachers. Because if you're good with the teachers, you don't get that caught.
Well, no. Here's the thing. They wouldn't let me go. They wouldn't. There's 2 star football players in this ISS with me. Not going to name names, but 2 of them were. One was the quarterback, one was the wide receiver.
All right, I can kind of give you those names right now.
And I was told by the principal at this time when I got ISS that you are not allowed to attend any school events while you are in ISS. They told me that.
Except for school, you should get to come to school.
Mm-hmm. So we had a big playoff game. I was a big fan of the football team. Loved to go to the games. Pretty much, at this point, I can say this, but I was getting drunk and going to the football games. And they told me I couldn't go. But at the same time, the quarterback and the wide receiver of the football team played in the game on Friday. And I found out on Friday that was happening, so I just went to the game anyway.
Double standard.
Yep, doesn't matter.
And here's the thing.
Anyway, that wasn't the point. I just want to say I got ISS for a food fight. Second point is, do you guys remember? You might not, but you would. Mr. Hagen.
Yeah.
Did he stand there and drink your undrank milks when you? He didn't do that when you were
First
there.
off, I probably finished mine.
So do you? Oh yeah.
Casey's a fiend.
So here's the thing.
What?
So you remember in elementary school, you'd walk through the whatever it was, the APR room, the cafeteria.
Yeah.
You go up and you dump your tray.
Yeah.
And George would take it and wash it.
George would take it, but Hagen would be standing there. Was he standing there when you did that? So so when I was in school,
I don't think
Hagen would be standing there.
I remember him as a
waiting for you, just making sure that you cleared your tray and all this stuff.
Right.
He'd take your if you had a milk that you opened and you drank half of it and it was there, he'd take it off your tray and he'd set them to the side.
He did not.
Casey, I swear to God, ask anyone from 1997 to my age. He would stand there, he'd set them to the side, and then he would sit there and he would just chug them.
Casey, I want to know, how many years sober are you now? Off the milk.
Off the milk?
Probably almost 4.
Almost 4 years off the milk.
I'm 10 years off the milk.
Wow.
I can't.
Well, I eat ice cream. I eat ice cream.
I can't even stand it. I can't remember. I tried it once.
You can't eat ice cream?
Since my surgery, I can eat ice cream.
Really? You can do ice cream.
Not to. Here's the problem: I can have like a baby ice cream, but I get sick.
Yeah.
So like, I gotta if I'm gonna have it, that's gonna be the last thing I'm gonna
gelato or whatever.
Like that night, right? Like that'd be.
So the sugar makes you sick.
Yeah. So it
Too much
makes
sugar.
me not want it, right? Like I don't want ice cream; it's gonna make me sick. And the milk, I can't even stand the taste of it. I tried it.
You were like Oreos and milk guy.
I know. I drink a gallon a day. I was drinking a gallon a day
Of milk.
Yep. I can't
Wow.
even stand it now. We had an
Oh.
accident. There it goes.
Yep. Shit's falling apart.
Bit close. Yeah, you got her. About got her. What? You need to turn it aside.
I can't. You turn it sideways, it looks sideways. See, now that dot looks like the moon behind us.
How'd that work?
Doesn't it?
Got that little ice or a little light. So it is both cameras. Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I have this feeling, Casey, that we're on the cusp of something big. I can feel it.
Okay.
I can feel as though we're on the cusp of something big. I've talked with some very, very successful podcasters and YouTubers, and they said it's 5 years. It's a 5-year thing before you've got to the point where you have the followers and that kind of stuff. And listen, I really don't care too much about that.
It'll come.
I'm just here because we decided to take what we do on a average night
Yes.
and put it out to everyone.
Yeah.
I have a message from the warden. Said wrap it up.
All right. We got the wrap it up sign.
Yep. Wrap it up.
Is it the warden's after us? Yeah.
Yep, we got the wrap it up sign. So
This is the longest one we've ever done.
Yep.
we're gonna call her quits
I
here.
think it's time. Yeah.
It is, Casey.
We've digressed.
Yep, we've digressed. I think we solved the mystery of the entire.
I have one more. Go.
Yeah. Well, we know what happened in DC with the tunnel, and I'm just happy to see that everybody was here. Thank you to our YouTube live watchers.
Salute.
Or the TikTok
Yeah.
on the TikToks.
This is a good thing. We're gonna do this again.
Yep. You can, if you'd like to rewatch the episode or watch any of our old episodes, check us out on YouTube, Untrue Lies,
On Instagram too, at the same thing.
Instagram. We're on Rumble, True Social, all your platforms.
TikTok. Hey, we're on all.
Yeah, we're on all the platforms.
Absolutely.
And
share it. Insta.
share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It always helps out. The more subscribers we get, the more we can do, and it helps with these things aren't free to put on. There's a lot of, I don't know if anybody was on the live last night, they saw the equipment that we use, and we're not going cheap.
Right.
So
I every one of these drinks is like $5.
yeah. Oh, and the drinks aren't cheap, so keep the whiskey flowing, and we'll say good night. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Casey,
Been good.
it's been good. To all you folks, God bless.
God bless.
Keep in touch with yourself.